Hey guys, welcome. Oh, it looks so bright here. It looks so bright. Anyway, welcome guys. How is everybody? Hi, Sultonia. So today I'm actually just doing an update. Sorry. I'm actually just doing an update, okay? I wanted to talk about a few things today which are going to be important, okay? And I'm not going to be doing a tarot reading for this video, that is, but I am going to be talking about readings and I'm going to be talking about rewards. The team and I met today and we're going through a lot of changes, as you know, with the channel, from Facebook to, New York City events for healing. There's just a lot coming our way, isn't it? So I wanted to kind of brief you on what's going to be happening and some things that you might be interested in, okay? First of all, for readings, I have been mentioning Facebook, as you know, and we've been talking about moving to Facebook. But before we do that, we want to get some incentive from you guys. We want to get your opinion. And so we want to also get some feedback on what you think. Do you want us to stay on YouTube, or do you want us to move to Facebook? So if you can, I want you guys just to comment, below and give us some feedback about your preference. Do you want us to stay on YouTube? Or would you like to see some new change and us be on Facebook? Now, in moving to Facebook, we would keep the channel here on YouTube. We wouldn't delete it. All of the old readings and everything else and videos would stay here, so you don't have to worry about that. But before we do move forward, and truck ahead, we want to get your opinion and, just see what you think. So that's really important to us. So, whatever you guys want, let us know, and we're considering everybody's opinion. I know I've been talking about us moving to Facebook. We're still going to do readings there, so make sure that you like the page walkingyoutarot.com and get connected over there. That's important. So we're not ruling that out at all. I'm not saying that at all. But before we do truck 100 miles ahead and make this huge change, we want to see what you think. I mean, that's important to us, me, and the channel, of course. I know some people are like anti-Facebook, some people are anti-YouTube, so we just want to see what the majority thinks, and that's like really important to the next step. So feel free to do that. Comment below, Facebook or YouTube. I've been, talking about YouTube, a lot. We've been having, honestly, some issues. YouTube's been having issues, and when YouTube has issues, so do us readers. So, it's really important for us to be on the right platform. And just like yesterday, I was doing the Aries Tarot reading, and YouTube's issues came about and totally cut off the reading, and people were like, what happened to the Aries reading? And we're like, we don't know. I was in the middle of doing the reading, and you could go check it out, it just went like blank. And it showed me still being live. I was not connected live. I had to type in the chat like, no, I'm not live. I don't, dismiss that. It just was like a total wreck. So I don't want that to happen again for like future readings, or God forbid Quickie tarot readings. And YouTube's issues are mostly technical, and YouTube is practically Google and their customer service is not of higher standards, so it's very rare to get support when it comes to technical issues, and we just don't want to run into them anymore. So that's why we're considering Facebook. Now, some of you guys are right, and I'm sure you guys have thought about that before, and I totally understand, but I know that you guys feel better on YouTube some of you, I guess, because of the privacy issue, we can't see your profile. You know, you get to come on without really being recognized here on YouTube. I totally get that. Do we want to really move to Facebook? No, we like to stay on YouTube, but I think we might have to move to Facebook because of the technical issues on YouTube and everything else that I've mentioned in the past. But I totally get what you guys are saying. But we might not have a choice. But I still want your feedback. I still want your your feedback. Comment below in the comments. Vote Facebook or YouTube. We're also going to put a poll in the community section of this channel where you can officially vote. You can vote YouTube or Facebook, and I appreciate that as well because that's going to go to the team. It's not going to go to me. It's going to go to the team, and then we're going to totally discuss the results and make a decision from there. Okay. But yeah, like the whole, I think the Aries reading yesterday when that had happened, I was just like, oh, God's like saying, yeah, Facebook. Like it just, I don't want to be in the middle of a reading and like it get cut off. I've never seen that before. It was really, really weird. And the quality of the Aries tarot reading was really bad. So YouTube is just, it's just, I don't know what's going on with them. Okay, anywho, so that's enough about the whole Facebook versus YouTube thing. But I like Facebook because despite the whole privacy thing, I like Facebook because the interface is really smooth. The platform is really crystal clear. I don't have to click go live like 10 million times just to get on. You know, with YouTube, I have to click it like 10 million times just to get on. It's horrible. Facebook, I just click start live and it's there. Also too, I think Facebook is more emoji friendly. So if you're like an emoji fan, that's the way to go. I also feel more connected to you guys. I know the privacy is a thing for some of you, but honestly, it's like most of you are my regulars anyway, and I know who you are. And it's kind of cool to see your pictures, your profile photos, like who's in the room, you know. I feel more connected to you. You know, with YouTube, it's like, I don't know if I'm speaking to a spammer or who am I speaking to, you know what I mean? And there's actually less spam in Facebook, which is fantastic. I feel like I've got to click hi user from the channel consistently and weed out spammers. It's terrible. And it distracts me from your reading, and I don't like being distracted when I'm channeling your messages. Okay, so yeah, not trying to promote either, but I'm kind of outweighing through my talk right now the pros and cons of both platforms. And I think for me, I'd rather sacrifice the privacy and go with Facebook. It's much smoother. We don't get interrupted, yada, yada, yada. If you feel like a good idea, we discuss, actually in the team meeting, I just got back, by the way. An idea that we discussed for you guys is that if you're very concerned with privacy, which I get, the best thing we advise is to create a second Facebook profile. It can be totally anonymous. It doesn't even have to have your real name on it. But create a second profile just for your readings and just for connecting with Walking You Tarot. So you don't have to put your real name, you know, Joe Johnson. Create a Joe Schmo, Joe Doe, whatever you want to do. Just for Walking You Tarot if you're concerned with privacy. And you know, keep your authentic profile just for you. You don't have to use your profile. But it will be nice though to see you and be connected. It's just us. But we thought of that idea if you guys are heavily concerned with, you know, privacy and confidentiality. Like I said, I get it, but the second profile will be a great idea. I did it. I created a second profile for my Facebook account just for connecting with all of you. Privacy is important to me. We value privacy on our site and everywhere. You can see we do not share nor sell your private data, your personal data. That's important to me personally. So that's why we really value that and prioritize that. Now, moving on for some good news despite all that stuff, right? Second, rewards. I thought of this idea. I'm really proud I thought of this idea. No other tarot channel is doing it, and they should, especially for the big earners. I don't know why they're not doing what I'm about to say. They should. All the big tarot channels, they should. They're making a lot of money. I don't make a lot of money on here. So I want to do it. Because like I thought about this after I offered the private reading sale recently. I'm like, I want to give back, and the earnings that I do receive, I feel very blessed by spirit to have you guys subscribers and have you guys trusting me as your reader and guide. So we thought of this. We thought of a reward point system, kind of like when you're using Uber. With Uber, when you get a car, you gain points and you climb up the tier level. You get to redeem points for Starbucks, you get to redeem points for workspace, you get to redeem points and get free rides, free meals, based on how many points. Starbucks does that. Hotels do that. They convert stays into points. So we want to be hopefully the first tarot channel that absolutely does that. You guys invest, and I totally appreciate that. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's cheap. I know I'm expensive, but I deliver quality when I receive quantity. I know $200 of reading is not cheap, but that's my worth, and I'm not gonna go any less. But besides that, we wanna give back. I want to give back to you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to have, I'm thinking to create private pages for my clients. You guys, my clients, my customers. Private pages on the website that only you have access to, okay? This page will strictly just be your reward calculation page. In other words, you'll get to see how many points you have. You'll get to see, your reading history. So if you got a reading today, that will be placed on the page. If you got a reading, in 2 days, that will be placed on the page. So for example, July 20th, 2021, private reading, $200, reward earnings like 60 points. I'm just saying hypothetically. We haven't calculated the number of points yet. We're just doing an example. So, hi everybody. I just want to say a big shout out to hi everybody. So we're thinking about doing that, and then at the top, you'll get to see the total amount of points you calculate based on your earnings. Now, we're thinking about applying this to Quickie Tarot readings, of course, private readings, Chieftess retreats, basically any purchases we want to give back. And so you'll get to have some nice incentives, such as maybe discounts for future readings. We're thinking about partnering with companies. We have a couple of sponsors, and getting you guys maybe some rewards for them. So we'll see, maybe just hypothetically speaking, I'm not saying, but maybe Starbucks, get 100 points, get like a free drink or something, get 1,000 points. And we partner, for example, with Uber, get a free ride or get $5 off your next Uber ride. Whatever it is, I'm not saying we're partnering with Uber. I'm not saying we're partnering with Starbucks. I'm just giving some examples. But we want to give back, and nobody's doing it. I'm so surprised for the amount of money these readers are pulling in. I'm surprised they're not giving back. And I thought about that. I was like, we just did the private reading sale, which went amazing, but I want to go much further than this. So we're discussing that too. We're gonna be, getting the designer to, manipulate things on the website and get you guys your reward pages. So you'll have your own password. The only one that will know your password is the team. Okay. Other than that, your page will be exclusively private to you. We haven't decided if we're going to do this for one-timers or regulars. We're thinking about doing this just for regulars. So for example, I see a lot of regulars in the chat already. We might just do that for people who have been coming back to Walk in You Tarot versus just one-timers. I don't know if we want to go through the whole spiel of creating a page for someone who's just coming through one time. So So we might do an eligibility tier. In other words, you have to meet so many dollars before we create your page for you, because then that tells us, okay, this person is consistent, is interested in our products, you know. So let's create a page for Joe Schmo now, so type of thing. Don't mean to use Joe Schmo so much, but it's all I can think of. So that's what that's the second thing. What else? Oh, guys, so Facebook is not going anywhere, but guys, get on it. Get on it. Look, we've got the healer. It's called the Healer of Hearts. Guys, you're not taking advantage of everything that we have to offer. And I'm telling you guys, you're losing out on opportunity, on discounts, on offers. You guys are losing out. Go to it, the Healer of Hearts Facebook page, where the events are going to be coming up. I'm going to be doing healing events for people in person. Yes, healing you. You know, we've got Amma, who does like the healing hugs. I don't know if you guys ever heard of her. She gives people hugs, like healing hugs. Well, with me, I'm different. My name is Amma, yes, but I give hugs, which can be healing, but my touch can be very healing. So I want to do these healing events and touch people spiritually, but I might have to physically touch you and pass on my energy to heal you, which is what I do in the Chieftess Retreat. Sometimes if I'm working with my client and she is in the midst of an emotional ascension, I will push her to her ascension even higher and touch her heart and touch her back, or put my knee in her back and push her forward. There are many different techniques that Spirit will push me to do to heal her. So I have a lot of healing energy, and I want you guys to be part of these events. If you want healing from me, that is. Some of you might not want that. Totally up to you. But what I'm trying to say is, go find the page, go be part of it, because the communities section on this YouTube channel is going to start to die down. I don't want to keep posting in the community section because a lot of people are missing it. I don't know why, but I've been posting there forever. So go, you know, go follow that page. You're going to miss out. Go follow me, you know what I mean, on my Facebook page. Amma Amankwa. You're going to miss out. I will put everything underneath this video after this live stream ends. I will put all the links underneath this video so you guys can go just, you know, follow and get it over with. I've got Amma Amankwa. I've got the Healer of Hearts page. All this stuff is moving. And then we've got the Walking You Tarot page that's been on Facebook. You definitely don't want to miss out on that. So there's just a lot. Also to the subscription, being on the mailing list. A lot of you, I've got like almost 2,200 subscribers, I think, and we have less than 100 subscribers on our website. Why? You guys, it's totally up to you, but go get your discounts and offers. I offered all of our website subscribers $90 private readings during the sale. You guys missed out on it. I gave my subscribers an additional $10 off versus the $100 off. So that's what I'm saying. This stuff is free. It's like I'm giving you money. It's like I'm giving you money. I'm giving you healing. I'm giving you offers. And nobody's like taking advantage of it. But it's totally up to you. I don't want to be a parakeet about it. I'll put the links, you know, I don't want to be a parrot about it, I'll put all the links underneath the videos so you guys can check out the Facebook. You guys go subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff, okay? So, thank you, Capri. That's really cool. I felt that from you too. That's funny you said that, Capri. I felt that. I felt that from you. Thank you. See, what else? Oh, channel tarot reading. I did the channel tarot reading yesterday on Facebook. So go check it out in case you missed it. I did the Aries reading, you know, yesterday as well. And it cut off, just like I said, YouTube's issues kicked in. But it actually was kind of perfect because the message that was coming in was that, Aries, why did you cut off both of these people? And then I was like, but wait a minute. You want happiness and fulfillment, but you walking away from commitment and cutting them off? And then it was like, So I was like, this is perfect. I was like, the way it worked, it was like perfect timing. And at the end of the video, you'll see me in capitalized letters, I wrote cut off. So it was kind of perfect. It fit the criteria. So that was pretty cool. Oh, another thing, serious moment, back to a little bit of seriousness. There are a couple of spammers who like to come on in and start some things. Whatever, who cares? I just hide you, I just block you, I don't deal with you. But look, there's some people, not saying my regulars or you guys, but I just want to put out to the people who make these things. There's some people who make some very strange comments. Yesterday I had a very strange comment, and this person happened to be a regular, and I had to hide them from the channel. I had to block you. Look, there's some things that you should say and there's some things you shouldn't say. And that comment that that person made was beyond inappropriate, and to be honest, a little bit freaky. You know, everybody has common sense. Please use your common sense, because if not, I'm just gonna block you from the channel. I don't care how long you've been around. But that was like crazy comment. It was like weird, it was freaky. It's like, who says that? Now I'm not gonna repeat what the comment said, but I'm just gonna block you. I don't do the whole, you know, drama thing like da da da, you know, da 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 da. That's not my thing. I just block you because, especially if I'm doing in the middle of a reading, I don't want to be bombarded with that energy, and I'll just block you. So, you know, please, and like, this is not for majority, this is like the one or two people who are a little bit strange, you know, don't say weird things, you know, that make readers like squirm. It's really weird because, like I said, I don't care how long you've been around, I'll just block you. Anyway, let's see what else. I am going to be doing some more readings tonight. I feel like I'm going to do the Cancer reading. I'm going to do the Quickie Tarots again. And then, what else? I'm going to do I was going to do the Taurus reading, but I'm not feeling Taurus energy. I don't force my readings, guys, by the way. And as you all know, I don't even have a schedule because it's like forcing energy, forcing messages. You guys see me, I'm like, I'm not going to force the cards. That's why I don't have a schedule. I don't force the energy. When the energy comes to me, I'm like, I got to do this reading. So I'm feeling Cancer reading, doing Quickie Tarot reading, and I'm feeling Scorpio. I'm feeling Scorpio. I've got some messages for Scorpio. So I'm going to do that as well tonight. I don't like doing too many readings because then I get exhausted, and I never like to connect and try to pull out messages when I'm tired. It just doesn't, you know, come out. So I'll do Cancer, Scorpio, Quickie. I did your channel tarot reading yesterday, so go to Facebook and go grab it if you missed it. What else? Oh, also, for the private readings, we're going to be adding another outlet besides Skype. So Skype can be a little bit, you know, with their connection. I don't know why these multi-million-dollar companies can't get their connections right. But we're going to be doing using another platform besides Skype. Yeah, it does. Besides Skype, just to give you guys another option, something simple that you guys can just connect to. That's also in the works. Also, what's also in the works is international platform. Try PayPal. That went womp womp. So we're still looking into that. Don't give up hope. I know some of you guys are coming from Europe. You guys are coming from Asia. You know, it's hard. There are a lot of people, a lot of companies, excuse me, that are not even offering that, especially for fortune teller companies. They consider all the tarot reading platforms fortune teller industries, and they don't even deal with us. The first thing they ask is, oh, what's your industry? And I'm like, oh God. And I'm like, oh, we're tarot reading. You know, they're like, eh. They nix us right away. I'm like, geez, there's a high risk with fortune teller companies. So that's why we're also having a challenging time. We're actually thinking about developing an app. We're actually thinking about developing an app or a website that accepts all international currency. payments going in and out. And that's going to take time though. Developing an app is like serious, and testing it takes quite a while. But we're thinking about saying, you know what, forget it. We'll just develop it ourselves and offer it to the world, which would be fantastic because nothing even exists like that. You've got so many countries cut off, or the service sucks, or customer service sucks. There's nothing that's 100% moving and it's right. So we're thinking about just doing it ourselves and saying, forget it. Maybe that's what God is trying to tell me. Like, Amma, we're putting you through all these blockages because we know that you're smart and you can create it. Go ahead, design it. So that's going to take some time. That is going to take probably about 6 months. It takes a long time to develop an app and test it, with Androids and iPads and iPhones and all the, it takes a long time. But we might just do that because at this point we're pretty much fed up. How long have we been existing? Almost a year now, and we can't find an international payment processor? That's a problem. So I think we're just going to do it ourselves. Now, next, the prayer request page. You guys, more free stuff that's going to be amazing. I don't know if we're going to keep the prayer request page on the Chieftess retreat. We might move that to Walk Into Utero, but we're not quite sure. I'm not quite sure because it's all about healing. So we'll just keep that there for now. But if you have, a prayer that you want me to take care of, that you want me to address, go at it. We've had a couple of people already open up their hearts and add their hearts to that page. Now, we missed it this weekend, yesterday, technically, Sunday. Wait, today is Sunday, 2 days ago. But we're going to get rolling and back on that next weekend. So you guys have a free week of time to become a part of that. So if there's something that you really want prayer or support about, go add it to that page because next Sunday I'm doing prayer live from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's going to be amazing. What else? Oh, I'm thinking about doing like a word of the day. I'm considering, doing a word of the day. I'm getting a lot of feedback that people like it when I talk about God, and people like it when I give them strength and give them supportive messages and come on through. So I'm thinking about doing a word of the day. I don't know how it's going to fit into Walking Utero because, Tarot is about readings. So that's the kind of part that's like taking me on a pause. Like, how am I going to fit a word in the day all about God on a tarot channel? So, me, I always tackle challenges and I always get through. So we'll figure it out. But I'm thinking about doing a word of the day where I give you, just like a minister does, a word of the day, where we're doing an entire live stream and really empowering you. I feel like God is moving me into ministry. I honestly have been getting messages about that for the last 2 weeks heavily. I've been patient when God talks to me about a serious movement in my life. I wait, I'm patient because I want to be 100%, clear that this is the move, okay? But for the last 2 weeks, I kind of been taking the night to kind of listen. I've also been, been patient and meditating and just being in my silence, no TV, no nothing, because I just want to hear God talk to me for the last 2 weeks. That's what I've been doing. And so I really feel like God is, moving me into ministry, which, like I said, long story short, that's been darting in and out of my life. Even when I was traveling, like I said, I went to the convent. I was going to become a nun in Brazil. I wanted to dedicate my life. My role model, I only have one role model in this life, and it's Teresa, So it's been around me, that energy. Mother Teresa. She's been my role model. She's the only one that I read her book, in her life story 5 times. My favorite, ministers, T.D. Jakes. Even when my parents brought me to camp, my brother and I to camp when we were young, I was 11, no, I was 13. I'll never forget, we went to camp in upstate New York for the summer, and the woman who picked us up, one of the counselors, they were supposed to pick us up. She had our team with her and they were with the church. I'll never forget that. And she put in the CD in the minivan that we all sat on in, and it was gospel music, and I just liked it, even as a kid. And that wasn't, in my house gospel music. As a kid, I was connected to, and I just felt so comfy and cozy. I honestly didn't even want to get out of the van, and I couldn't even, explain it. But God has always kind of been around me. And so long story short, I feel like God is calling me to move to ministry. And I would love, honestly, to open up a place, a physical place, have a physical address for people to come in and for me to give the word of the day. Just like I do on the channel, without the cards, of course. I don't know, honestly, if I would study the Bible. I think I might be the first minister that just gives the word of the day from spirit, from what I hear, from what I feel, which is what I do. I don't believe, just my personal belief, I don't believe like we have to, be certified as a minister because we've read the Bible and we've got all these certifications, about reading all the verses and knowing about Peter and knowing about Adam and I understand all those stories are fantastic, but I don't feel like it should be like a school. I feel like if God speaks to you and you're there to be there for people, why not? It doesn't, make me a minister knowing the story up and down about Peter. I'm not heavily religious, but I do believe in God. Absolutely. I was brought up in the Catholic Church. My father was Methodist Christian. My mother was Catholic. And yes, in New York City, every Sunday, all of us, my parents, my brother and I, we went to Catholic church in the Bronx, in New York City, and that's how I grew up. But I'm not heavily religious where I'm like, yeah, I'm a minister, I'm certified in this, and I know the Bible, da-da-da-da-da. I read the Bible, and I read the Quran, and I've read other, pieces of literature. But to just sit there and recite every word doesn't mean that like I am a certified minister. I just have the energy and the spirit to talk about the Lord because I love the Lord so much, and I feel like God is, again, to conclude here, I feel like God is moving me to speak to all of you, and I've just been feeling excited to do it. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, like, should I separate this from walking you to row, or how do I include it in a tarot channel? Because a lot of people are gonna get confused, and I understand that. So I gotta figure that out. And that's why, the Healer of Hearts page is like existent, because that's the only separation from walking you to row. That's gonna be about healing and about all the things I want to do. I want to have like all of you guys in New York City out there, and me healing you through touch, vibration, like I do my Chieftess retreat. The last Chieftess retreat I did, she was, having an awakening, and I have my hand on her chest and her hand on her back, and I was pressing, and her body was just releasing emotion and coming to an awakening. It was beautiful. I had my knee in her back. I was pushing it out and pulling her shoulders back, and her awakening was just literally coming out. A part of me wished that I had asked her if it was okay if we could film the entire thing, but for privacy reasons, I just said I don't even want to ask. That's, this is her thing. But I might consider that in the future, of course, asking for permission just to have you guys see what goes on. The Chieftess retreat is such a beautiful experience, and I want to do that with you guys in New York City and beyond. I want to be able to like heal you through my touch. I want to be able to heal you through my words. I want to be able to heal you through my energy, and this is going to happen in New York City. I'm so excited. We're still putting in the details, guys. We're still working on the details, so there's a lot to come. I don't want to be here too long. I want to grab some food and then prepare for tonight, because we've got a lot of good stuff coming around. I have a lot of work to do. You know, the team is fantastic. They work on stuff. But guys, I'm not just reading. I work on stuff. I'm also working on the website. I'm also working on messages and writing to some of you. You know, I'm a busy bee too, believe it or not. Speaking of the team, guys, shout out to the team. They're amazing. Jacob, Daniel, Michael. I don't know what I would do without you guys. I don't know what I would do without you. And you guys are amazing. So shout out to all of you. You're like the sweetest guys on the planet. And, you know, I made sure to have people on board with us who are going to be sweet and sensitive, but also stern when they need to be. Also stern when they need to be. No walking over carpets here. No doormats here. So, before I close out, anything else? I think that's about it. That's about it. I'm so excited. I feel like the journey is just begun. I feel like the journey has just begun, guys, and I appreciate all of you. And I think I have to go back to when my first video was, but I think we're gonna be almost 1 year old. I have to check out when my first actual tarot reading was. And there's a story behind why I started tarot reading. There's an absolute story. Now, you guys, I appreciate all your love, and I'm so glad I'm able to heal you, but you guys also healed me too. I actually was going through just a little bit of a preview. I was actually going through a very deep heartbreak when I started the tarot channel. I was going through a very deep heartbreak, and Spirit kept talking to me about do tarot readings, do tarot readings, do tarot readings. But I was too shy to do tarot. I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to go live on YouTube. I've never been live, you know. But let me tell you, you guys also saved me, and as much as you guys say I saved you. So it's, you know, it's all no, Kayla, no. I never mentioned this person. You have a good memory, Kayla. Darn. I mentioned him long time ago. Yeah, he was my little he was my little hot Hispanic guy. He's my little hot Hispanic. Yeah, Matias. You got a good memory. Darn. Yeah, but yeah, I was going through a heartbreak, and I was so tired of going through the heartbreak, and Spirit was talking to me about tarot reading, so that's what started. But like, you guys saved me as well. Anywho, I'm gonna end this here, guys. Don't forget to vote, Facebook or YouTube. What I'll do in the meantime is I'll do the readings here on YouTube tonight. I'll do all this stuff until we calculate, you know, the polls and everything, and make a decision about what we're gonna do, okay? The news will be in the community section when we finally calculate all the polls. So guys, make sure that you vote. Your vote is really important to what our decision is going to be, okay? I'll put all the links before I leave underneath this video, so you can check out the healers page. You can check out my page. Go request me as a friend. So you can check out the Walking You Tarot page, just in case you missed it. Oh, wow. I'm smelling holy water from the church. Wow. I'm smelling holy water from the church. Oh, wow, I'm getting a visual. Wow, I'm getting the church that I go to in Manhattan. Wow, it's a huge Catholic church in the middle of Manhattan. Wow, Spirit's like talking to me. I'm smelling their holy water. You know, like when you walk into the Catholic church and you dip your hand in, and you know, the holy water. I'm smelling that right now. It smells so nice. Okay, anyway, guys, I don't want to go on and on. I'll see you guys later. I have a lot to do. Check out the community section for the post on when tonight's readings are going to be on YouTube. Like I said, I'll do it on YouTube. If you have any questions, reach out to the team. That's what they're there for. I'll see you guys soon. Have a fantastic day. Love, light, peace, and balance. Love, light, peace, and balance to all of you. And even if you're there, you always get back to here. I'll see you guys later. Bye.